am I the asshole for throwing away my husband's Father's Day gifts after what he did on Mother's Day?
Ooh.
My husband and I have 2 kids, 6-year-old boy and an 8-month girl. He told me for 2 weeks leading up to Mother's Day that he had an entire weekend planned for me. This is not normal, but there's been years in the past where I did complain and feel hurt because he didn't really do much of anything for me on Mother's Day. But I always went all out for him on Father's Day, and I just felt unappreciated.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that he finally understood where I was coming from and was going to make it special for me this year. I quite literally only asked for a massage, and he repeatedly said that he couldn't just give me a massage because it quote-unquote wasn't enough. So, like, I don't know. At this point, I'm truly thinking this man went all out.
Yeah, a massage better be at least included in whatever this thing is now, yeah.
It's the only thing you said you wanted, so
yeah.
Anyways, Friday rolls around and a bunch of people start showing up. He invited a good 10 to 15 people over.
I'm out.
I think I knew 2 people. He called it the quote-unquote Mother's Day bonfire. We had a fire all right, but I was the one who chased the kids around all evening, my 6-year-old while holding the baby, and some other person's 2 kids because they weren't watching them. And quite literally, no one spoke to me. I wasn't acknowledged until the very end of the evening, and that was by my husband's buddy who told me he was, quote-unquote, stealing my husband to go out four-wheeling. It was like 11 p.m. at this point, and everyone except me was drinking.
I'd burn the whole house down. Holy shit.
I said my husband wasn't going anywhere. I even said this to my husband. You're drinking. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you can't drive. Wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. Whoa, okay, I just realized. Okay, sorry. I'm just so shocked at the order of events that have happened.
We're already this deep into the shit.
Oh my god. It's fucking midnight when we're recording this and fucking...
He took that
this fucking curveball. Christ almighty.
He took that as I need to find a designated driver, and then I can
that's
go.
what you need. You need a fucking bullet in the goddamn head. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. I need to find a designated driver, and then I can go. So he asked the neighbor to drive him around and took off with everyone. I'm extremely hurt at this point because this was my promised weekend, and I got stuck with other people's kids. Wasn't spoken to at all. Had a mess to clean up, and now my husband is taking off. I explain how hurt I am the next morning. He says he gets it and apologizes and says he just had too much to drink and wasn't really thinking clearly. Okay, I get it. It's whatever. We didn't do anything Saturday because he spent half the day sleeping off a hangover.
Wow, what a good Mother's Day weekend you're dealing with. Wow. Ooh, wow.
2 days out of 3 days of the weekend.
2 or 3 days. All right, but third day, you got to bring it back with the massage,
He's really going to get there.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday rolls around and his boss calls him at 6 a.m. and asks him to come into work.
No, say no.
Because they're short-staffed.
Say no.
And he said yes. So I expressed hurt and said, but it's Mother's Day. And he says, I know, I'm sorry. I just don't want to pass up the opportunity for more hours, which I get that too. So whatever.
I get it. Money's tight for people. I get it. But like, you're 3 strikes.
He gets home at 5 p.m. and starts getting the kids dressed and ushered towards the door. So I'm thinking we are finally going to celebrate. We end up going on a walk. I love walking, but 5 minutes in and he's complaining and has us turn around because of the black flies, parentheses, they weren't even bad. So again, I'm disappointed. When we get back home, he lays down on the couch and says, oh, your gift is in the truck.
What?
So I go down and it's a $5 storage container for sugar/flour. I do like stuff like this, but I'm so hurt at this point. I asked him if I could at least get a massage, and he says, I'm sorry, babe. I'm just so tired. And falls asleep around 8 p.m. when he usually doesn't even go to bed until midnight/1 a.m.
What?
I just sat there crying. I took the 3 gifts that I already bought him for Father's Day and chucked them in the trash can. Personalized items that cost me more than I want to admit, but I don't even care anymore. He found them in the garbage this morning and asked me what they were, and
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. He found them in the garbage this morning and asked me what they were and why they were in the trash covered in food, and I told them that they were his Father's Day gifts and left it at that. He's now saying that he quote-unquote tried to make my weekend special, and that
How many quotes are around the word tried? Because
one
there should be
one
a million. There should be a million pairs, yeah.
To make my weekend, he's now saying that he tried to make my weekend special and that he's hurt by me throwing away his gifts to retaliate against him for it not turning out the way he wanted it to. Oh my gosh, what a crazy story. Let us know in the comments down below if you think they were the asshole or not the asshole. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk to you about Walla and her family. We're raising money for them to be reunited because they're being forcibly displaced out of Gaza. We're already like a third of the way to the goal, which is amazing. Also keep in mind 10 Swedish krona is equal to $1 US. And if everyone donated 10 US krona in our followers, we would be able to save this family. So yeah, donate. It's going to be the top link in our link tree. If you're not able to donate, please like, repost, share, comment, watch in 2x speed. And thank you guys so much. Free Palestine, free Congo and Sudan. If you want more information about Congo and Sudan, that'll be in our link tree as well. But thanks so much and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Am I the asshole for charging my roommates a clean air fee to make things more fair?
Clean air fee.
Hello, Reddit. I don't usually use this website, but my roommates told me to post here in hopes that some outside perspectives would help us settle the situation. Hence the brand new account. The three of us live in a three bedroom, 3 bath, and split costs equally 3 ways, for the most part. I have a slightly bigger bedroom, so I pay a bit more than my other 2 roommates in rent. However, at the moment, I feel like I'm putting more work into maintaining the environment that we all get to enjoy, and that I should be compensated fairly for that.
Okay.
I have over 100 different houseplants throughout the apartment, including shared spaces like the living room that I spend hours every week and thousands of dollars caring for, purchasing, and maintaining. My roommates have commented on how pretty some of the plants are, so I know they appreciate having them around as well. Obviously, the presence of these plants contributes to the cleanliness of the air we breathe in our home.
Okay.
Yeah, you're already getting annoyed by this? Okay.
Just... Okay, man.
With so many plants in the house, our home air quality is obviously superior to those without houseplants. And with COVID and other air quality considerations, it's basically like having an in-house HEPA air purifier.
The plants are filtering out COVID?
Yeah, you know that thing, photosynthesis? It takes in the COVID.
You think the plants are filtering COVID out of the air?
And with COVID and other air quality considerations, it's basically like having an in-house HEPA air purifier.
It is not that.
But the plants are natural, so they're even better.
That's not how anything works, fam. I mean, it does make better air, you know. That is true. Do they filter COVID?
No.
Okay.
But they don't even necessarily do that much of a difference.
Well, yeah, you have to have like a fuck ton of plants.
Not even.
Oh, really?
Even if you have a fuck ton of plants, they don't really do much, as we'll talk about in a second.
Never fucking mind, dude. You're crazy.
Because I've put so much money and so many hours of work into these plants, I feel that my roommates should contribute to the financial burden by paying what we would call a, quote, clean air fee. Something reasonable, like $25 a month for each roommate, would really help offset the cost of things like fertilizer, new pots, soil, etc., and the time that I put into taking care of the plants. I think this is an incredibly fair agreement for my roommates, as they get the benefits of living in a house with organically clean air and not doing any of the work. They think I'm being unreasonable and selfish. I told them that I would be willing to compromise and not charge them a fee if they would hold their breath, because the front door and going to their bedrooms, which isn't even far, it's not like we live in a huge apartment, so they aren't breathing the plant-cleaned air that they aren't paying for. So just to reiterate, they have to hold their breath if they don't pay this fee to their bedrooms.
Okay. I don't even... Right. Okay. No, yeah. Yeah, dog.
They think that's stupid, but have yet to propose another reasonable compromise. So I think it's pretty clear who's being unreasonable in this situation.
Yeah, it's really clear, I'm gonna be honest.
So basically, that's where we're at. I'm the one who everyone gives rent money to, and then I write a check to the landlord. So if we don't figure this out by the next time rent it's due, it's gonna be a fucking problem. I put the word fucking in there. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Gotta stop editorializing these. That's really funny. It's gonna be a fucking problem.
So if we don't figure out this out by the next time, So if we don't figure this out by the next time rent is due, it's gonna be a problem.
Okay.
How can I get my roommates to see/understand my side of this?
Oh my gosh, what a crazy story. Let us know in the comments down below if you think they were the asshole or not the asshole. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk to you about Walla and her family. We're raising money for them to be reunited because they're being forcibly displaced out of Gaza. We're already like a third of the way to the goal, which is amazing. Also keep in mind 10 Swedish krona is equal to $1 US. And if everyone donated 10 US krona in our followers, we would be able to save this family. So yeah, donate. It's going to be the top link in our link tree. If you're not able to donate, please like, repost, share, comment, watch in 2x speed. And thank you guys so much. Free Palestine, free Congo and Sudan. If you want more information about Congo and Sudan, that'll be in our link tree as well. But thanks so much, and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she's not great at pickleball and she should sit out games?
If you're playing pickleball, everyone's an asshole. If you're playing pickleball, I'm sure it's fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never played because I'm not an asshole.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Yeah.
It's all a joke. It's all a joke, guys.
Sarah believes everything she says.
Stop writing your angry comments in the comments down below. Pickleball is actually super fun. Go ahead.
I, 24 male, recently started playing pickleball after finishing college as a hobby, and I've been playing it for a while. I've also been playing tennis since I was a kid, so a lot of the skills transferred, and after getting accustomed to the swing and weight of the ball and paddle, I just play games very competitively and comfortably. After my girlfriend, 23 female, saw that I frequently went to games and made friends this way, wanted to join, and I obliged because, of course, I want us to spend time together with our hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring her over to my games, and we started playing. I knew she was a beginner, but she can't swing properly, either misses the ball, or hits it out of the court, or can't react fast enough to move to a better position just to swing, or reach the ball on the far side of the court. Many times she hits the ball too high or too low. Sometimes she just freezes, the ball comes straight at her, too. All that's fine. She's a beginner. As you'd expect, the people in the game, myself included, drop down a few skill levels and accommodate her, and help her practice by making it easier, changing our expected game flow and speed we usually play at. We enjoyed our time and people were nice and wanted to see us again, and we do meet them in other events. After we went home, I was reached out to by an individual asking if we could visit practice sessions for pickleball, and I knew what he was alluding to, and I agreed with his opinion. My girlfriend wasn't good enough to play pickleball yet. Our games were disrupted because of her skill level, and it just became boring. So I explained this to her in the most sincere way and say how she can't properly handle a normal game yet and she should practice, and I'm offering to help her, and she agrees. But here's where it gets troublesome. She never goes to practice on her own time, she says it's too expensive or she doesn't have time, and never plans or books courts for when I'm available to help her. As soon as I say I'm going to play pickleball, she asks to come play and is annoyed when I say that she's not good enough. I ask her why hasn't she practiced? She then responds by saying, let's go an hour before to practice and we'd be fine. I disagree and find it incredibly annoying that she doesn't understand that an hour's worth of playing at her skill level will not be enough. She says that I'm controlling and want a sense of power when in reality, it's one simple thing. She's bad at the game and it's not fun to play with her. I'm at a crossroads with this because I want to play with friends and she wants to come along, but I feel bad telling her she should just sit out and not play and would feel more offended if I told her not to come at all. But if I let her play, myself and others would not be enjoying the game as much at all. Am I the asshole for asking her to sit out games with friends and meetups for not making it into a practice session?
Hey, what a crazy story that was. Don't forget to leave a comment down below about what you thought of it. Also, Walla is attempting to reunite with her family of 8 doctors who are currently trying to evacuate Gaza, and they need your help in donating. $1 is equal to 10 Swedish krona, and as you can see, they are very close to the $20,000 mark. If everybody could go into the link in our bio, it'll be the first link and donate 10 krona, we'd be able to save this family as they're being forcibly displaced from their own home. If you can't donate, repost, like, comment, and share the GoFundMe so we can spread the word of this GoFundMe. Thank you very much for watching, and free Palestine, free Congo, and free Sudan. Links and information for all of those are also in our bio as well.